Good evening and a super awesome, heartfelt Mystic Lotus welcome to you all to another first from Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies, the Mystic Lotus Violet Flame Awesome Telesummit. This today is Season 1, Part 3. Thank you for being here. While most of you are old hands here now, thank you, thank you, thank you. Today we do happen to have a huge number of first-timers. How blessed are we? Thank you. Welcome in. A quick recap for our newest people on the call. 1, this is not a free healing session for an hour. 2, this telesummit is for informing you, demonstrating to you how a chosen process can contribute to our lives. 3, Season 1 of the telesummit on till the end of July is focusing on stress, something very contemporary and relevant to our lives. Stress causes many imbalances and diseases, and the need of the hour is to understand and figure out how we can deal with the same. Lastly, everyone here is on the Telesummit WhatsApp group. Do post your questions there with your name and last 5 digits of your mobile number or your landline, whatever you've used to dial in from. So yeah, that pretty much covers it. And now, moving onwards, our intention has been and still is to enable you and provide support to take steps towards de-stressing yourself and your lives. We started with Nidhu and energy work. Then we had Swati on with Reiki. I hope you've all been listening to the replays. It always helps. And today, in continuity, we have the very proficient Chetna Chakravarthy taking us through chakra work this wonderful evening. Hi, Chetna. Welcome in.
Thank you. And hello to everyone else who is online with us and listening in. Quickly, just before we begin, please keep water next to you to sip and a pen and paper.
Okay, water, pen and paper. Before I ask you anything else, is there a reason why you're asking us to keep these things around?
So water so that you can sip in case if you feel any kind of uneasiness when we do the chakra work, which usually doesn't happen if you are lying down. But when you're sitting and doing it very actively, some people may feel it before or after as well. Also, sipping water in the middle when the whole conversation and everything is happening helps you stay focused and allows you to just drink down or drink away any kind of negative stuff that may be rising to the top.
Awesome. And the
pen and paper, yeah. So that when I take you through each of your chakra spaces, when I describe them to you, not when I do the demo, but when I describe them to you, you can quickly write down a problem or an obstacle that you think you are facing with that particular aspect of your life. Another quick suggestion, make sure that you write your obstacle or problem in one sentence. Right? Okay. Quick short bullet point of what is bothering you or what you would like to work on when we are talking about that aspect. So that way when you go into the demo and we do the chakra healing work, your entire body is moving forward with a particular intention and it knows what it needs to work through.
Great. As simple as that. And yes, I have my water ready and I have my pen and paper ready. Okay. Now, Chetna, here's the thing. Most of us, are already familiar with the word chakra. I mean, as Indians, we invariably come across this at some point of our lives or the other. I mean, I doubt very much that anybody on this call has never heard of it before. But at the same time, we are probably not aware of how potent and powerful the chakra system really is. I mean, most of us, I think, just end up taking the chakras for granted and we end up doing some token work around it for the exact same reason. Not understanding that the chakras need to be kept open and balanced. In fact, you happened to mention something. You said helping shift chakras back into alignment. What does that mean exactly?
So So as we all, maybe we know, maybe we don't, but I shall repeat it. Chakras are something that has been written about in our Vedic texts. So it's something that the yogis used to focus on practice, and even in those texts, they have mentioned how keeping the energy line which flows through our chakras allows us to move in a certain alignment that is right for us. Now, very simply to explain this, if anybody has ever watched somebody dance off rhythm, for instance, at a wedding, or at a wedding you will have this one uncle who dances with light bulb change karte hue, and his rhythm will be very off, which means he will do 1, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, 6, 6, right? Now, what is the rhythm to dance? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But he's not moving to that rhythm. Now imagine if that is happening to your life. So when all your chakras are imbalanced or not in alignment, and the prana, which is your breath, is not flowing through you in the right rhythm, then you are dancing off beat. And hence, everything in your life is kind of off beat. Either it's too much of a struggle, or things come too soon, or things almost get there but you miss it. You attract the wrong things towards you. It can be anything.
Right.
So the point is that if your chakras are all aligned, you will move in a rhythm that is correct for you, and the energy that we put out, right, that attracts things to us will be one that is aligned to our desires as well as our highest good. So that's what I mean by alignment.
Okay. And this alignment, I'm guessing, is vertical?
So all your chakras, so technically our body, or as the yogis have discovered, our body has 114 chakras. But 114, right down from your head to your fingertips, to your toes, to the base of your soul, you have 114 chakras on your body, and then there are more that are around your body and in the earth and everywhere else, right?
Wow.
But there are different chakra systems that they pulled out and said, if we work only on these, we are good to go. These are the major chakras, the rest are the minor chakras. So they put out a 7-chakra system. That is not the final one. The Buddhists follow a 5-chakra system. There are other people who follow a 13-chakra system. There are some others who follow a 3-chakra system. So there are various schools of it. The one I practice is a 7-chakra system, which says that each chakra, which is an energy vortex, you have 7 main centers which are in your spine from your head till the tailbone. So your tailbone, which is the base of your spine, has the root chakra, and then going up from there all the way to the top of your head, in fact an inch or so above your head, floating above you, is your crown chakra.
Okay.
So that's when what happens is, if you see it now from head to base of spine, if you imagine that, it's a straight line.
Right.
What has to happen is when you breathe, the breath, the prana, the life force has to flow through these chakras in alignment. It has to flow without any blockage.
Okay.
But that is not what happens to us because of the kind of experiences we have, and the karma, our karma or our karmas of this lifetime or past lifetime, our reactions, our life spaces, desires, choices, all these things end up blocking one chakra, opening up one too much. The flow of life force is not in balance. Some chakras are getting too much of it, some are getting too less of it. And then you're moving at a rhythm that's not right for you.
Right. Right. Got it. Okay. You mentioned energy vortex.
Yeah.
Is that just another term for the chakra?
So according to the yogis, because a lot of people said, what exactly is a chakra? I mean, everybody is going on screaming, chakra, chakra, chakra. It cannot be touched. It cannot be seen. You can't hear it. You may feel it very lightly on your skin when you are working on it. But the only way to work with your chakras is through energy healing or through visualizing it.
Okay.
Now, in that case, what exactly is a chakra then? So what they turned around and explained it as is that it is an energy vortex. It's a ball of energy that is swirling within you. And that ball of energy within it holds X parts of our body and our life. Now, these are not aspects that they wrote in great detail in their books. But as we have evolved, and in recent last 10, 15 years with the whole chakra information coming out, there have been spaces added to it. For instance, defining a root chakra as something that affects your financial or career space is something that we have now placed upon this chakra. This was not how the yogis defined it. The Western world has come out and laid layers upon these chakras and used it in different healing systems to help clear out blocks, help remove obstacles, and to help us move towards the goals that we have. There's even one theory saying that each chakra is tied to a particular endocrine gland of yours. And what the yogis were doing was keeping your endocrine glands in balance. Right. Maybe, maybe not. My whole point of this is it has evolved to a point that it can be used, transformed and used to help people. Does it shift spaces? 200% yes.
Okay. Shift spaces, what does that mean?
Shift your life spaces. For instance, somebody saying that no matter what, my relationships don't work. There is a block you need to deal with. So, use your chakras to help you deal with that block. Do conscious work along with it. Make conscious choices and you will see yourself move from that space.
So is there like some kind of timeline, Chetna, that is required to at least initiate work on a certain chakra once you've been able to identify which is the one that needs to be worked on most?
See, here's the thing. When I start with anyone, I normally say don't think about which chakra of yours is blocked.
Okay.
Because invariably all our chakras are either blocked or too open. There's also something known as too open.
Okay.
So a very clear example of it is people who talk too much. Like when I say talk too much, not over smart, but I say who are extremely talkative or laugh very loudly, are people who have a very, very open throat chakra.
And that's not a good thing?
It can be a good thing, it may not be a good thing, because some of them are talking too much or talking loudly or laughing loudly because they're hiding their real self. They're overcompensating. Right. So that throat chakra is imbalanced.
Okay, all right.
Right? Some people who say I have severe anxiety, they feel that hollowness. Their solar plexus chakra is definitely blocked. But at the same time, there are some who are very boisterous and very egoistic. Their solar plexus chakras are wide open.
Okay.
So, less or more, neither is good. It has to be balanced.
Balanced. Got it. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. Okay. So, for instance, in the tea tasting industry, in any F&B industry, it's good to have a sharp nose. So, I'm sorry if I'm going off track, but the fact that you have a sensitive nose is good for business, but is your chakra disbalanced? And if you go and, are you supposed to go and work on it? Because then you're pretty much going to be losing your job.
So here's the thing. I don't think the person will lose his job. The sensitivity of his nose is not going to disappear because it helps him. Because you're physically trained your body for it. But what will happen is the bad things that happen because of that oversensitive nose will start to calm down. So for instance, if they can take the smell of tea or coffee when they're doing their work, it's fine. But certain perfume smells might give them a migraine.
Right.
That issue might come back into balance because what that is signaling is that you are a perfectionist and you're being too harsh on yourself, because a nose is a high pressure job.
Right.
Based on what the person selects, entire businesses and companies are raised.
Right.
You're building empires based on a nose. So it's a very high pressure job which can then lead to severe, emotional and mental issues.
Okay.
So those are aspects that will get balanced.
Great. That's good to know. So if we do happen to have any tea tasters or
yeah, it's not going to kill a talent of yours by any chance.
Fantastic. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Alright. So, Chetna, you also happened to mention something, not here in conversation right now, but earlier on, about frequency, about getting into the right frequency. Because, on a very layman level, frequency to me pretty much means which radio channel do I want to tune
and that is exactly what this is.
Oh, okay.
So let me explain this.
All right.
Little bit of school physics. We are all made up of atoms.
Right.
Atoms attract each other, join and become molecules. Molecules start connect with each other and vibrate at a particular speed or pace or whatever to form matter. And then shape, form, etc. comes into being.
Right.
Very basic level, right? Obviously, I'm simplifying it completely. But what is the thing that it is telling you? That you are vibrating, right? Anything that is vibrating is creating an energy. Now, our world works on frequency. The entire planet Earth works on frequencies. That is why the radios and TV channels exist, because that is something that truly exists. It's proof of it. Now, if I want to listen to English music in Bombay, I will tune into 94.3. That's when I will hear English music very clearly. If I go to 87.5, I will most likely get static. If I go to 94.8, I may be able to listen to the song, but there will be a lot of disturbance. This is what is happening to us in life. So on one side, you are thinking and saying, I want to be very rich. But when somebody asks you something, you say, yaar, I can't quit my job, yaar, how will I do this, yaar? There's no courage there. Then in your action, you are behaving like you're extremely rich and you're running into debt. What is happening is that your thought, your words, your actions are not aligned, and in doing so, you are not tuning into a frequency that is correct for you. If you can align yourself energetically, you will slowly start finding your mind, body and spirit completely aligning, and you will start tuning into the frequency, attracting the right opportunities to yourself and having the courage and conviction to make full use of that opportunity. So that is what I mean by tuning into a frequency. We are a world of frequencies. We need to tune into whatever that is. Like we say, the frequency of abundance. If you want abundance in your life, that's the frequency you need to tune into. Now, understand, there is abundance of money, there is abundance of career growth, there is abundance of love, there is abundance. It's different kinds of abundance. That's when you fine tune into it. Make sense?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very much so. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Simple, easy, day-to-day example.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't complicate life.
Don't complicate life. Just find your channel and
tune into it very clearly. Let me give an example of a client of mine who was for 3 years in a relationship where she knew that this was the guy and she wanted to marry him, but the guy would not commit. And she was working with him and, he'd date her for a few months and then he'd say, no, I can't do this and back off. And the drama continued till she started coming for the chakra healing classes. Now, during these chakra healing sessions, she did 8 sessions over 1 month. She did a 1 month thing where we did two sessions per week. And what she started to realize were her patterns, her actions, her emotions that were keeping her in this loop. So she was chasing this guy without having conviction. So while she said that I want to be with him, part of her said, oh my God, can I live with someone like him? Will he commit to me? Am I good enough for him? Now understand that these thoughts you may think are just thoughts and you are not telling the guy this, but that's the vibe that you are sending out. Right. And because she didn't have conviction, he wasn't coming forward with the same kind of conviction. You're not attracting that, are you? Right. She did about 8 sessions of this. During those sessions, the only thing she kept saying was, I'm feeling calm, I'm feeling peaceful, I'm feeling more grounded, I'm voicing myself more. Things like that, which didn't really seem like any big major shift is happening or some life transformational work is happening. But about 6 months later, she turns around and says, I'm getting married in the next 4 months to the same guy. Beginning of this year, she got married. She did this last June or July, and beginning of this year, she got married to the same guy and happily married. The guy came up and said, babe, let's get married.
Fantastic. That's great.
So it's tuning into that frequency.
Okay, so that's awesome, absolutely awesome, and great going with your work here, Chetna. But I'm going to bring you backwards a little. I want to ask you, how did you get into chakra work?
So the larger question.
How did it happen?
The larger question here is, how did I ever get into alternative healing? Because the first time my friend ever told me about this, I told her point blank that while I don't not believe in alternative healing, you guys give all kinds of things to do which cannot be sustained and are not realistic. And it was a 1 hour very heated discussion. And all through my journey, everything she said you should try, I said, I'm not doing this. I'm never going to do this. I don't want to be a reader. I don't want to be a healer. I will never do chakra healing. I will never do. So I have said never for everything that I'm doing in my practice today. Which is why for anybody who's listening, really never say never.
Never
Ever.
say never. You don't know what you're getting into if
No.
you say never.
So, but on a serious note with chakra healing, I went to her for a session or two. And within 3 sessions of very general all chakras, let's just work on all chakras kind of chakra healing, a lot of things shifted in my life. I quit my job and started my own business, which was profitable from day one. I had extreme clarity about what I want to do and where I want to go, in terms of life. My relationships improved a great deal. My persona changed a lot. I became a lot calmer. A lot of stuff from the past that I'd been hanging on to, I just let it go. So anger, resentment, it just went. It just disappeared. So within 3 sessions, I could see a huge difference in my own self. And so I started learning about it on my own. I would read up a lot online. I haven't really read any books, but I would read up a lot online and then make my own notes and work from there. Then I started practicing it exactly how I learned it. Initially, I would use the angels and do chakra healing using angels. Slowly, I started to, move on from that and evolve from it. And that's when I went on to develop the whole Realign Chakras, Redefine Life program.
Oh, wait, hang on. Did you just say I worked on chakras with angels?
Yeah.
And
so there is an
now
angel
I'm
that is
flummoxed.
so there is an angel that is associated with every chakra. I'm not sure whether it was Doreen Virtue who put this out in her book or whether some of the other practitioners out there did. For instance, Archangel Gabriel is for the solar plexus. Also for the throat because it is communication. Archangel Michael is for the root. Archangel Metatron is the one who is meant for chakra clearing, and he is the one you call upon to do all the work. Solar plexus is Archangel Uriel. Archangel Shamuel is the one for the heart. I've forgotten my angels a little bit. So I'm trying to remember. That's about how much I remember right now.
We forgive you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We do not put you on hold for that.
Yeah. I used to call upon the angels and work with Archangel Metatron to clear out obstacles and blocks. And I've had a lot of people tell me that they felt a certain swirling, or they could see the angels, they could experience the light. It would happen, and the same kind of changes would come through.
Okay, so all right, tell me, Chetna, just as a throwback to the fact that we had Reiki last week, and there was a conversation and work around, but actually not work, but a conversation around chakras then also. Is chakra work dependent on you knowing and practicing Reiki, or it's not codependent on it?
It's not codependent. What has happened is the chakra system, whether the 114, 5 system, 7 system, whichever system, has become the base for a lot of other healing, or has been included in a lot of different type of healing. I think chakras are even used in pranic healing. If there is anybody who's a pranic healer on the group, they may be able to clarify that, but I do believe it is. Chakra healing is also used in, I can't recollect, but lots of other energy healing, because once you have associated a chakra with particular aspects of your life and parts of your body, then it doesn't matter what energy healing you do. You can easily combine the two and work more intensely on the space.
Right. So this is basic information, and then you pick up on whatever is touches you on a positive level, on an energy work level, be it Reiki or anything else.
Yeah.
Combine the two and intensify. Make it stronger. The work that you do.
Make it stronger. Right? Yeah. Make it stronger.
Great. So you just mentioned something about a program. So all your work on having that heated argument and then finally getting into chakras has led to something for you, which is
Yeah.
this
So
program that you were referring
yeah.
to. What was that
So
again,
it
please?
So what I did was, so here's the thing, when people do, and this is what I observed and experienced, I did it and I saw a lot of people, other people also doing it, and which is where I said, okay, let's just see if we can break the pattern. When we do chakra healing, most practitioners do a general session where they work on all 7 chakras together. Right? And you go for multiple sessions, and obviously the energy work helps you shift a lot of stuff.
Right.
But we human beings are very convenient and we are extremely smart. When we don't want to deal with something, you come and bring God's own magic wand down and I'm not dealing on it.
Right.
So we make things difficult for our own self. So when we do general all chakra healing sessions, I realized that after the 3rd or 4th session, people would very conveniently not focus on a particular chakra that they needed to, or would not want to really work on one space right now and push it for later.
Right.
So I developed the Realign Chakras Redefine Life program, which is an 8-session program. What happens in this program is that the first session is a general, we are opening up and balancing all chakras session, right? From the second session onwards, we work on all the chakras and then we come down to one specific chakra. So we do all chakras and then we do a different visualization for the root chakra, for the sacral, for the solar in each of the sessions. So by the time you reach the 8th session, you have worked on every aspect of your life and every aspect of your body. If you have walked into the room and that is the session that is happening, you have no choice left. Your body and your mind and spirit has to deal with that aspect of your life.
Right.
Because you walked in with that intention subconsciously or consciously. So I started seeing more holistic results with work being done this way. I do have a lot of clients who've come and not been able to go beyond a particular chakra. It takes time. It takes them longer than 8 sessions to do it. I've also had people who've come in and in 8 weeks done all 8 sessions and, seen huge amounts of change. So each person moves at a different pace and that's absolutely fine.
Fantastic. Awesome. So you know what this is leading up to, right? Chetna, I'm just going to very openly, blatantly, very greedily, happily ask you, please, can you take us through a demonstration?
Okay. So before
No,
we
wait,
go into
you have to say yes first.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And we're
Definitely yes.
we're all saying yes.
Definitely yes. So I'm gonna, before I take everybody in for the demo,
Okay.
if you all have the pen and paper in front of you or open the notepad on your phone, and I'm going to describe each of the chakras. Now, when I give you all whatever words resonate when I'm describing these chakras, and if you think of a problem or an obstacle or a struggle that you are facing, make a note of it. Make a quick note, 1 sentence, few words. Don't write a whole paragraph or a story. Don't write why it happened, how it happened, what if and but and all of that. Just the problem. My head is hurting. Finish. Not my head is hurting because whatever.
Okay. Can you have more than one at each point?
Yeah. You can have more than one. That's absolutely fine. If you don't have an obstacle or a struggle, not necessarily everybody has to have it.
Right.
You may be having a desire that connects with that space.
Okay.
Please write the desire down. That is also fabulous to do.
Okay.
Now,
and that desire also, that desire also can be more than one?
Yeah, you can write more than one. No problem. Now, the reason why I'm asking you to do this is because when you close your eyes and you meditate upon these colors, your entire body knows that these are the aspects that you need to sow into these spaces.
Right.
You're either sowing a seed to release something, or you're sowing a seed of growth and abundance and, creating something. Right? So you allow that to happen and let your conscious and subconscious mind both work with it together. Right? So quickly taking you all through the different chakras. Please listen carefully. This is a little bit of too much info, like I often say. Take how much ever you can. Don't get caught up with, oh my God, I didn't hear that bit. It's okay. All of this is, like we say, Googleable. It's all out there, right?
Okay.
So your very first chakra is the root chakra, which is at the base of your spine. Now all your chakras, when aligned, are in rainbow color. Everyone remembers Vibgyor from school? It is rainbow colors, violet to red, but top to down. When we do the chakras, we go bottom to up. So it's Vibgyor ulta.
Okay.
Right? So the root chakra, which is at the base of your spine, inside your tailbone, is red in color and it is tied to the lower back. Now for men, this involves their sexual organs. It also involves spaces of finance, career, emotional relationships and security. For women, it is your lowest vertebrae, and for men and women both actually, the tailbone as well as L4, L5, where a lot of people have a lot of problems, sciatica pain, etc. is tied to the root chakra. Please understand that the basic space of the root chakra is one of survival and security. Because we live in a material realm, survival and security for us is immediately tied to money, career, success, strong relationships, support system. These are your words for the root chakra. Now coming to the sacral chakra, which is all your chakras are inside your spine, but I'm using different body parts so that you can visualize where it is. It is between the navel and the groin. For women, this is the womb space, right? This is an orange color chakra and it has to do with our emotions, how we feel things and what we allow ourselves to feel, which is why guilt and shame are your negative spaces with the sacral chakra. Secondly, this is also a space of creation for both, men and women both. The sacral chakra is a space of creation. We create things emotionally and mentally before we actually go out there and physically create something. Hence, the sacral chakra being in balance is extremely important. We then go up to the solar plexus chakra. Now, for the solar plexus, you need to visualize your upper abdomen where your ribs meet and there's a little hollow. If everybody takes your 2 fingers and just places it at the center where your ribs end and there's a hollow in your upper abdomen, you will feel that's your solar plexus space. That's a yellow color chakra and it has to do with courage and strength mainly. Those are the outside tangible emotions that you can see with the solar plexus chakra. It is where your authentic self resides. This is the chakra that brings your past, present and future into alignment. Who you have been, who you are and who you are choosing to become. So when you get this into balance, you remove doubt, insecurities, anxiety and fear of any kind. You bring the ego into balance as well as your self-belief and self-image into balance. Please understand that the ego is not a negative thing. The ego is a very valid and essential defense system for us. So, but the issue is that it needs to stay in balance, right? We then move on to the heart chakra, which is at the center of the chest. This is the green color chakra, and it's the bridge between the body and the spirit. Your heart chakra is where you should ideally be living in and living from, which is why when I do the heart chakra session, I take people into their sacred heart space, and it is an absolutely blissful space to emerge from. The biggest challenge of your heart chakra is forgiveness. People don't want to forgive or cannot forgive. Those are your 2 biggest challenges. But the greatest gift of this space is love. Not just romantic love, but love. To be able to love for love's sake. So when you work with your heart chakra, it's not about I love or I am love. I am love. I become that very emotion. Right?
Right.
We move up from there into the throat chakra, which is our first spirit chakra, and it is the space of harmony and communication. Now, this is the space where duality is most evident in our lives because it's the space that controls how we speak and how we listen. Like I said, communication, 2-way street, space of duality. It will express anger as well as sorrow. It will express joy as well as disappointment, right? So that's your throat chakra. Moving up to the third eye chakra, which is at the center of our forehead above our eyebrows. space of intuition, space of sixth sense. Anyone who just now thought, oh, I'm very intuitive, please ask yourself, but do I listen to my intuition? Because that's the challenge. 99% people will say, oh, I'm very intuitive. Problem is, do you listen to it and do you act in accordance? And that's why your other chakras need to be in alignment to give you that strength and faith. We then move up into the crown chakra, which is an inch above the top of your head, which is violet in color. And this crown chakra is your connection to the divine. It is your connection to the cosmos. The crown chakra is what holds our, well, it doesn't hold the blueprint of our soul. It doesn't hold our Akashic records, but it gives us access to these Akashic records. It's the space of awareness, absolute awareness, no questions asked, no emotions, no doubt, complete stillness and absolute awareness. That's the crown chakra. So these are your 7 chakras. I hope everybody has got a moment or two to write down what they had to. I'll give you all a minute. Take a few deep breaths, sip some water, read through what you have written. Now, when you are ready, if you are sitting down, sit with your spine straight. If you want to take back rest, that's absolutely fine. Your legs can be crossed if you're sitting on a chair or on the floor, or they can be open, spread long. Don't cross your ankles though if you have kept it open and stretched out. Make sure you're resting your head behind as well. Close your eyes and start breathing deep. Inhale deep, exhale slow. Inhale deep, exhale slow. Inhale deep once again and exhale slowly. Each time you breathe out, allow your entire body to relax. Allow yourself to put your mind on pause. For the next 20 minutes, the world outside doesn't exist. Whatever it is, it will be waiting as is for you when you return. Allow yourself to be completely present and centered in this moment right now. Inhaling deep, exhaling slow. As you inhale deep, feel your breath move through your head and allow it to ease out your forehead, relax your eyes, loosen up your jaw. Let your tongue lie loose inside your mouth. Inhale deep, letting your breath flow down your neck and shoulders. And as you do that, you feel the weight being lifted off your shoulders. You feel yourself completely relaxed and relieved. Inhaling deep, you feel your breath move into your chest. And as you exhale, you release anything that was blocked within because of things that happened today or in this past week. Inhaling deep, exhaling slow. You allow the breath to flow down into your abdomen. And as you exhale from this space, you let go of everything that you have been holding inside. Inhale deep, this time feeling your breath flow down your back. And as you exhale, you feel all your back muscles, your spine, easing out, completely relaxed, completely at peace. Inhale deep, exhale slow, and as you inhale once again, the breath moves down into your pelvis, flowing out from there, easing your space. The next breath flowing into your legs, swirling through your thighs and knees. And as you exhale, you feel your legs relax. Feel the breath go down all the way to your feet, and your feet ease out. And as you exhale, you feel your entire body loose and at peace. Now, simply observe your breath. Let it move into a natural rhythm, flowing in and out of your body without any participation from your conscious mind. You are a mere observer of your breath, watching it flow like the tide, flowing and ebbing, inhaling and exhaling at a rhythm that is absolutely natural and normal. No effort whatsoever. As your breath is setting the pace, allow your mind to open up and imagine white light entering your body with each breath. Inhale the light. Let this white light go to any part of your physical body that is feeling stressed or has been aching or is feeling tired. And as it moves through those muscles, you see the darkness being lifted off, the light replacing it, and you exhale smoke, black smoke. Once again, you inhale light, light moving to another part of your body. Allow yourself to imagine this. Imagine what your knee would look like if light went in it and pushed out the darkness from there. And you exhale black smoke. You inhale white light and let it go to a different part of your body. Slowly and steadily. And you exhale black smoke. We are inhaling the light. We are exhaling the darkness. We are inhaling the light once again. We are exhaling the darkness once again. Inhaling the light, exhaling the darkness. Slowly you start seeing yourself and you see your entire body is being lit up as if tiny fairy lights inside your body have been switched on. You see a being of white light. Every muscle, organ, joint, nerve, and cell has been infused by white light. Beautiful, easy white light. As you see yourself, imagine yourself head to toe as a being of light. Shift your attention to your feet, visualizing beautiful roots sprouting. And you see these roots go deep into the ground. Now imagine the insides of this planet. Like a little child sketching out a fairy tale. What does the inside of this planet look like as your roots grow and become strong? Roots like that of a tree or a tender plant. They keep growing, becoming stronger and longer till they reach the very core of this planet, the center of this planet, where you see a beautiful golden ball of light being held up by Mother Earth. Your roots move forward and wrap themselves around this ball of light, nice and tight. And you find yourself in Mother's presence. Take a moment or so, allowing yourself to settle into this space, completely surrendering to her, handing over all your troubles, all that is stressing you out, anything that is excess. Surrender to Mother Earth and completely belong to her once again. As you do this, the light from that ball starts to fill your roots up, and the golden light starts to flow upward, moving through the different layers of this planet till it reaches your feet. And the golden roots break ground and wrap themselves around your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees, maybe even higher up. Just allow yourself to visualize and let the roots move as high up as needed. Take a moment or two to feel the steadiness. When Mother Earth holds you and supports you, when these roots keep you deeply connected to her. Inhaling and exhaling and allowing yourself to feel the roots around your body, holding you steady. Now visualize your tailbone and allow yourself to imagine a red dot or a red orb of light, red ball of light. For some, this light may be dispersed and faded. For some, it may be a really tiny dot. Keep looking and visualizing this light in your mind's eye. And as you do that, Mother's golden light rises up into this space and it starts to clear this chakra out, very gently at first. And as the intensity increases, the root chakra starts to spin. You see the wheel of light turning, slowly at first. You see its size changing, the red becoming a different shade of red, intensifying, becoming brighter, and the speed increasing. As the root chakra keeps spinning with great speed at first, it throws out a lot of darkness. It rumbles and starts to come into balance and move at a rhythm that is appropriate for you. Pushing out all the blocks from your financial space, bringing in the steadiness and stability you need for your career space, and allowing your support system to grow from your relationship, allowing you to feel supported by Mother Earth as well as all the beings in your life who fall into this inner circle. As these intentions resonate deep within your tailbone, rise up from this space into the solar plexus chakra, into the sacral chakra. Move into the sacral, which is between the navel and the groin. Beautiful orange-red color chakra. You may be seeing a gorgeous shade as the red moves in and transforms and slowly becomes a lovely shade of orange. Inhale and exhale, allowing yourself to see an orange ball of light deep within your gut. The women may see it in their womb. The men may see it deep within their gut. Inhaling and exhaling. And as this chakra spins, Mother's golden light rises up like a tidal wave coming crashing down upon this chakra. With great force at first, because she pulls out all those emotions of guilt and shame. She breaks those shackles of inhibition that have tied you down. And as the orange light rises up from the water, a certain space deep within you starts to open up, letting your emotions flow. allowing you to feel all that you need to feel and want to feel, allowing a sense of awareness and understanding to set in. No room for guilt or shame anymore. With these intentions echoing within you, rise up into the solar plexus, your third chakra, between your ribs and your abdomen at your solar plexus. Inhale and exhale and keep visualizing the space of this third light, and you will see beautiful yellow rays like that of the gorgeous sun. This is the sun that is rising inside of you, your very own beautiful ball of light. And as the rays become stronger, they pierce through the darkness, pushing aside doubts and fears, making insecurities and anxiety fade away. You see the sun rising within you. In this moment, allow yourself to accept who you have been, to love who you are, for only then will you confidently choose who you will become. Letting your past, present and future completely align. May this chakra open up, and as it aligns itself and comes into balance, may your authentic self rise up and shine bright. Letting these words settle deep within your solar plexus, rise into the heart chakra. Beautiful green light at the center of your chest. Some of you may not be able to see the green light. Simply visualize Mother's golden palms inside your chest. Open, and in those palms, beautiful green butterflies, flipping and floating about, forming a lovely green-shaped heart, emerald green light, gentle, healing light. As you allow your heart chakra to rise up into your chest and come to the fore, you open up to a space of true forgiveness, gratitude, compassion, and kindness to yourself as well as those who come into your space. Allow these beautiful words to just flow through your entire body, and let the green heart light move to any space that feels troubled. You see the green heart light expanding, filling up your entire chest, and it pierces your body to then start filling up your aura around your body, gently healing you from inside and out. As the heart chakra comes into alignment and throws down the bridge, we rise up into the throat chakra. Beautiful blue light at the center of your throat. It could be a pale blue, a light blue, a vibrant blue like a turquoise. Any shade of blue, just allow yourself to see the color. This is the space of the wind energy, and you may feel a light swirling inside your throat as the blue color gains speed and starts to rise up like a little tornado. The gentle breeze gains strength and spins and swirls, moving through your entire throat and rising into your ears and swirling within the space. It unhinges all the words and emotions you have left unspoken and bottled up within you. It clears out this space completely. And as it swirls through your ears, allow it to move through that space. You may experience a gentle popping of your ear. And in that moment, the ear chakras come into alignment with your throat chakra. Very slowly, your seat of communication coming into balance, you allow yourself to express just as you absorb. You speak when it is important. You stay silent when it matters. You allow yourself to listen, and the right words fall upon your ears at the right time, from the right people. You give just as much as you receive. Inhaling and exhaling, you allow a blanket of harmony to wrap you up warmly. Rising up from this space, we move into the third eye chakra. At the center of your forehead, above your eyebrows. Inhaling and exhaling, allow yourself to see an indigo light, dark blue in color. You may see it as a tiny dot, as a flickering flame, or as a ray of light. Some of you may even feel a light swirling or sensation above your eyebrows at the center of your forehead. At this moment, be aware of your roots and only allow yourself to keep seeing this light. The only intention in this moment is to completely connect with our intuition, to bring our third eye chakra in alignment with all our chakras, allowing it to guide us, allowing foresight to become stronger, letting the messages that we need to receive to flow through us, gaining the courage to accept them for real and act in accordance. Breathe in and breathe out. And as these intentions settle deep within the indigo chakra, rise up into the crown space. At the top of your head, see a violet light. And around that violet light, or in that violet light, imagine a beautiful lotus, complete with 1,000 petals, vibrant shade of violet. If you are unable to see the lotus, just imagine your feet and you will see the petals opening up around your feet. Yes, you are already standing inside your crown chakra. This is your higher self. Allow yourself to just go with the flow and visualize it. And as you see the beautiful flower open and you sitting inside it, let yourself be still. The only thing you need to know right now is awareness. Let that word echo through your entire system. Awareness. Be absolutely still, letting the crown chakra swirl around you. Violet light moving up into the cosmos, into the night sky. A zillion stars shining above you. As you sit still in a beautiful moment of awareness. As your cosmic light reaches Father Sky, he opens up to embrace you. And he sends down a beautiful ray of white light. Gentle and twinkling stars come showering down upon you. As this light flows around you, it fills up your crown chakra, flows down into your third eye, swirling down from there into the throat line, moving from that space into the heart. The light flows into your solar plexus and down into the sacral, finally entering the root chakra and meeting Mother Earth from there. in this moment, you are a part of the Trinity. Mother Earth, you, and Father Sky. Inhale and exhale, completely aware of the light flowing inside and outside of you, allowing your chakras to come into alignment, tuning into Mother and Father's frequency, and allowing you to connect with one that is appropriate for your highest good. We sow an intention into our physical body in this moment, that it may support us through all the shifts with ease and joy. Slowly start bringing yourself back into this telecast, being completely aware of the chair you are sitting on or wherever it is that you are sitting, completely aware of every part of your body, from your feet, your hands, your legs, all of it. Take a deep breath, wiggle your toes and your fingers, and gently open your eyes. No matter what you do, open your eyes. Can everyone quickly write on the group that they have opened their eyes? Just say yes, so that I know that anyone who has logged in has opened their eyes. Neelu, are you with me?
Yes, absolutely. I have.
Okay.
I've opened my eyes.
Open your eyes. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Ashok. Thanks, Hansa. There comes Varda. I don't know who is Queen, but someone else.
Queenie.
Queen. Excellent. Excellent. Is Amrish there or has he gone? Has he opened his eyes?
No, he's very much there. I think everyone,
Yeah, I think everyone's
this bit
pretty
of
much
time
opened
to
their
just
eyes.
zone back in again.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah. But it's important that everyone opens their eyes and starts zoning back in, because it's the first time you're doing it and this is on telecall.
Yes.
Not safe to just leave somebody in that space, because you
Right.
go through a lot.
Right.
So,
Very,
slow,
very
which is why now is the time, sip water, take a couple of sips, and allow yourself to just be. Ashok, if you were sweating, that's absolutely fine. Just breathe deep. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Anyone who's feeling uneasy can keep their feet flat on the floor. Sit down and keep your feet flat so that you have earthing. And you can continue to visualize your roots or feel your roots. Feeling okay, Neelu?
Yeah, I have to say this. I opened my eyes a couple of times during the process because, when sometimes when you're lying down and actually you've already gone to sleep, and you startle and wake up thinking that that you're falling, that falling sensation.
Yeah.
So a couple of times, as if I'm like zoning out so much. I'm like I was getting startled.
It's very normal. So let me explain a couple of things that happens when you do chakra healing in this manner.
Yeah.
What I'm essentially doing is I'm making the participants do the work.
Right.
I'm merely a voice that is guiding you all, but you guys are the ones who are doing all the work. Right? Now it's very difficult for our physical body to slow down the breathing and yet work. The minute the breathing slows down, body says go to sleep. That is sleep mode.
Right.
Right? Which is why in meditation we say there is a theta state that you reach. Now, what is possibly happening to some people, and which happens eventually when you do enough of the chakra healing sessions or any kind of meditation, is that you float in that theta state.
Yes.
So your body keeps bringing you back and letting you go back in there.
Right.
Which is why the whole waking up and going in and coming back out kind of a thing. A lot of times people who eventually know how to get into this theta state can hear the whole meditation and they've seen everything, but when they wake up, they cannot recollect anything. Like they are blank. They will not be able to tell me what they visualize.
Right.
And that's perfectly normal. It's also very normal for people to fall asleep, and when I say fall asleep, like snore. I've had people snore in my classes. when they're doing this the first or second time. Because like I said, you slowed down your breathing, you
Right.
eased your body and relaxed yourself so much that your body has said, okay, good night.
Right.
So that's what happened.
Yeah. I guess that's where all the yawning and because after the first 3 inhales, I pretty much yawned my way uh, into at least like some 8, 9 yawns. I think I must have burped at least twice. I think there was a point in between where I found myself having caught my breath, waiting for the next thing to come. Twice. That happened twice. But then I fell back into uh, easy motion again, so to speak. Yeah, and yeah, it was. I had to put the AC on in my room because at a point I just. Uh, sorry, Chetna, you there? Okay, I think we'll just wait. I think that. Are you back, Chetna? All right. So I'm guessing that she's possibly dropped off. So we're going to wait for her to come back. And while she's coming back, I'm just going to share with you what I felt. If it resonated with anybody or if anybody has any feedback they'd like to give, please do type it in. Here's what happened with, okay, you are back. Amrish, can we have Chetna unmuted, please?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Am I?
You're back.
Hello? Yeah,
Yes,
I'm back. I'm back.
You're
Yeah, my
back. You're
call
back.
dropped and I'm back.
Yes, no worries on that.
No,
I
so
was actually,
you were telling your experience. So
yeah, I was just saying that there was a point where things got hot. I just I had to put the AC on because the amount of heat I was feeling coming outwards. It was, and I'm not the kind of person who just switches on the AC randomly. It was uncomfortable, that heat. I mean, I needed to cool down basically. I actually put the AC on
fabulous.
for a few minutes.
And
like
see,
just
these are all signs that your body is doing something, which is also why I say that in the end that may your physical body support you. Now at this point I must tell everybody who has done this session today, not that you will get it, but there is a chance you may have headache, you may get cold or cough or have fever. Anyone battling weight issues may end up having stomach trouble in the coming few days. This happens because what your physical body is doing is it's pushing out your emotional and mental block. So it's not uncommon for somebody to call me up after a chakra session and say that I haven't had a migraine in 8 months and now suddenly it's hit me and the medicine is not working.
Right.
Because your deepest pattern has come up and your body is saying, bahut ho gaya, nikalo. I've had a client who struggled with weight issues who unfortunately had loose motion for 5 days. No energy loss, no other trouble, but this was the trouble. So things will move through you. Be very aware and observant of your own self in the next few days.
Right. And I am unbelievably thirsty.
Very good. Please drink water. Fabulous.
Chetna, I kept, you know what? I kept sipping. Even though you said keep your eyes shut and everything, I opened my eyes at least 3 times because I thought I was falling asleep. And I kept sipping throughout. And I kept sipping throughout. At that time, it did not affect me that much. But right now, after I've opened my eyes, my mouth is parched, despite the fact that I was sipping continuously. So I'm like literally gulping water down right now.
Throat. Think about your communication spaces. Think about how you give and receive, not just words, but even emotions. Because remember one thing, your throat is your neck, shoulders, hands are all connected. These are our organs or parts of communication. We talk with our hands. We give and take with our hands. We let go of things or hold on to things with our hands. So please understand that space and see in terms of communication what is going on.
Okay.
So at this point, I think we can take questions, Neelu.
Absolutely. In fact,
I'm going to quickly read up a couple of things that came up. Ashok says that he's feeling better. His cold and sore throat and all is gone, which is fabulous, Ashok. But I will say sip water and do take care of yourself, because you're possibly doing too much right now, either mentally or physically, and that may be coming out on your body. And with the chakras, it could rise up again tomorrow because those blocks will be removed. With Tejal, it's okay if you went into theta state and if you didn't really recall, just know that you have heard everything and your body will do what it needs to do. Nandini says, fell into deep sleep.
she fell asleep.
Nandini, I'll record my voice and give it to you. It was pure insomnia. No, it's very normal.
She
It's very
said that
normal.
she's going to have to hear the recording again.
She'll fall asleep again. It's the first 2-3 sessions it happens. It's okay. It's very normal.
Right.
Thank you very much, Gurpreet, for such sweet words. And Varda says, quite thirsty post-session. Then, Neelu, you have company.
Which I've just mentioned as well, right?
Yes.
Right.
So, yeah. So
Great.
I think we can take questions at this point. If anyone has questions about chakras, this healing, my session.
I think,
what next.
Chetna, you've done such a fabulous job with explaining everything that there are literally no questions that have come now. Like no one has any doubts about what you've said and what they've just experienced. We've all just experienced with you. I think we're all still kind of floating around right now. Like as far as I'm concerned, I'm still this huge ball of white light with all these zones of colors twirling all in, out, around, popping out of my ears, every orifice of my body.
I'm still
floating around there somewhere. Right now.
Fabulous. I will tell everybody that the little list that you all made of obstacles or desires or anything,
right.
Please hold on to that list and see how you are feeling and thinking about it through this week. Don't look for things to change or transform externally. Be very aware of changes and shifts that happen internally. You may find that tomorrow morning something that you wrote was an obstacle or a struggle or a desire no longer exists in your mind and spirit as that. So don't have an ego and say, oh, but where is it gone? Or don't have a curiosity, just strike it off. It's over, done with. Right? So it's okay, be fluid.
That's interesting. Don't look for it again.
Don't
try and hang on to it, right?
Yeah, don't hang on to it. If it's changed, and that's fine. Gurpreet, you can, if you cross your legs and sit, what do you call it, palti marna, where you cross your legs under yourself and sit, no, the typical meditative pose, that is okay. But if your legs are stretched out or if you are lying down, then you keep your feet uncrossed.
Right. And why is that? That's to do with the
flow of energy. That's normally the flow of energy. See, the thing with crossing your legs when you're sitting with your spine erect, like if you cross it under you tight, then that gives you support to sit erect and balance and, the spine is in flow. But if you're going to stretch your legs and you're going to cross your ankles, it's not helping in anything. One, while sitting, it's not good for you because it stresses the spine and the nerves that flow down your legs. But in terms of energy, it's also not letting the energy flow through. Right, and which happened to be Gurpreet's question, which you've also answered. Yeah, I'm actually reading the question and answering that. I think Amrish has posted a question saying that if there is an attraction towards a color, does that mean a blockage or too much openness? It could mean either of those, or it could also mean that is the space you need to work with most. So if you did see, for instance, if Zeenat is saying that the center of her head is hurting, I would tell her work with her third eye chakra and her space of intuition. Why is she not following it? Or if she is following it, why does she question it so much before she does? Or what is it that she's asking and not able to understand the message of? In terms of color, if you are seeing a particular color, what is it that you are experiencing with that particular space of your life? For instance, if somebody is seeing orange too much, emotionally, Why are you in so much of chaos, or emotionally are you somebody who's just going so much with the flow that you have no control at all? So if you're seeing a particular color, there is a message there. Try to be aware of your own self, your own habits, thinking, feeling, how you are reacting, all of that.
Right.
How do colors affect us? Well, color therapy is a whole science in a different, with a different explanation, Meghna. But with chakras, the colors only it's a space of being able to visualize easily. Um, the yogic texts didn't have colors mentioned in them. This is something that the Western world has is a layer that the Western world has added upon it. Personally, I feel that when you are imagining, if I ask you to imagine a color, it becomes easy. Also, you've now subconsciously started associating that color with those aspects of your life. So you immediately connect and can make those shifts within yourself. There are times when I find myself wearing too much of yellow, and I will suddenly realize that I'm lacking in confidence about a particular issue. Or there are times when I will go through a phase where I only want to wear purple, and my entire spiritual practice in that space will be going through a shift and change. So it does happen that you get attracted to certain colors depending on what space of life you are in.
Right. Correct. So is there something to think about or to look at if, as Varda says, she felt something going down when visualizing the white light?
That's absolutely fine. That's just a flow. The fact that it's going top down or down top, whichever way, you're seeing that the channel is open and the light is being allowed to flow through.
Right. There's movement.
And the fact that she felt something means that visualization is not a piece of your imagination. It is something that you are actually connecting with and creating. So you are tuning into a frequency.
Fantastic.
Right?
Right.
I think Gurpreet has
Do we have time for one last question, Chetna? Which is basically Gurpreet's question.
Yeah, I'm just reading that.
He says too much openness or the chakra being shut is something that you mentioned in the beginning, using the example of anxiety and ego. Now, what if a person has both?
So you have to understand one thing. The ego rises up because we are afraid of being hurt, or we are afraid of being dominated upon, or we are afraid of being told that we are wrong or not good enough, or any of those things. The ego is my defense mechanism. So it comes up with its sword and shield in hand to protect me. Now when this happens, if you have anxiety, understand that anxiety is about fear again, but fear of losing control. So every time that you feel you are not in control of a situation, your ego will rise up and say, boss, I am in control and who is coming in front of me? Let me see what happens. So you need to be aware of what these triggers are, what is causing you to feel both those spaces, and you need to consciously change your reaction. Please understand one thing, and this is a message to everybody. The subconscious mind will throw up fears. That is what it does, because the subconscious mind is my memory box and it stores all my experiences. But it is my conscious mind that can make the change. So if you think that by lying down on a bed and doing chakra healing with a healer 7 times will magically make all the changes, it will only take you so far. After a certain point, you have to make conscious choices. And conscious choices take a lot of courage and strength. Your chakras will help you in that, but the choice and the decision will still have to be made by you. So when anxiety hits, your conscious mind has to tell you, this time I'm not giving into this feeling. Why am I feeling this? Because so-and-so is going to say this and this is what it makes me feel. I'm not going to feel this because when he says that, what I feel is not true. It is coming from a space of fear.
Right.
So be very aware and make conscious choices.
Right. It's always in your hands, isn't it? To be
forward.
Right.
But with chakra healing especially, because it's something that creates so many shifts and tangible shifts that people can see. They often think that, we'll just do healing and I will be okay. You will reach a point where you will have to start making the choices.
Right.
It will become easier. You will feel stronger to do it. You will feel far more relieved. You will have more clarity, all of that. But the choice will still have to be made.
So, Chetna, as you just said, you will always have to make that choice.
Yeah.
And I am thinking here that your Realigned Chakras Redefined Life program is a definite choice we can take.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. I have a really awesome offer for anyone on the group or on the Telesummit right now who'd like to go through the entire program.
Fantastic. Please do tell.
My sessions normally cost, all 8 sessions normally cost 28,000. It is spread over 8 weeks, 1 chakra session a week.
Right.
But only for the people who are part of the Telesummit and ML members, part of the Telesummit right now. For this whole week, if you register for all 8 sessions, you get it at rupees 12,000. What you also get in these one-on-one sessions with me is that with every chakra session, we sit and talk about the issues you are facing, and we create concrete plans that you can put into place and action out to change those aspects of your life in between each session.
Wow.
So in this 8-week program, along with doing chakra healing and working on your internal space, we will work on your external space and make tangible changes, moving towards whatever your goals and desires are. It's what I call positive action. So only for the ML members, the program that costs 28,000 will be at rupees 12,000.
That's super awesome, Chetna.
Yeah.
I'm literally at a loss of words to say thank you. That is a super special offer indeed. If I may just quickly recap, you're going to be doing the chakra healing sessions over 8 weeks. So it's a
Yes,
weekly
over
one
8
time.
weeks.
And this is going to be one-on-one, not group sessions?
These are one-on-one sessions. They're not group.
Fantastic.
Because that is when I can really work on what problems you are coming with. We can move towards the desires.
Right.
One important point to note, you don't need to be in this city to partake of this offer. We can even do these sessions on Skype. I do these sessions on Skype with clients who are in Singapore and Chennai and Pondicherry and Delhi. So we can do these sessions even on Skype.
Fantastic. As always, you invariably take the words out of my mouth because this is going to be the next question.
I'm aware that the
going
people
to
on our
ask
group,
you, what do the rest of us do or not in Mumbai? Please tell us.
There is something known as Skype. There are lots of other technological ways of doing this. so yes.
Fantastic. Awesome.
Yeah.
Chetna, this has been super amazing. Seriously, having just sat through that demo, as you can see, I'm still there somewhere. Okay, I haven't really snapped out of it completely. Yeah, my eyes are open. Yes, I'm talking, but my focus is kind of already shifted. I'm already not here. I'm now waiting to have some more water, and I just want to go to sleep now.
Fabulous.
Literally, I just want to go to sleep. So I'm going to take this opportunity to say thank you, Chetna. This is, I think, one of the longest we've been on the Telesummit. I mean, your focus and your clarity and the precision with which you communicate is absolutely superb. And thank you
so much.
Thank you for being here with us.
It was absolutely fabulous to do this. Always a pleasure, and I'm so glad that I'm able to share what I do and how I do this particular thing with so many people. I know there are a lot of people who do chakra healing work out there, and they all do a wonderful job, but I have developed this program with a lot of heart in it, and I don't have a single person who's done 8 sessions and not seen a change. From people getting married to starting their own career to their own business to dealing with illnesses. I've seen people go through, I've had somebody whose phobia of animals was cleared by the 6th session. And when I say phobia, she would scream murder if there was a cat or a dog at the end of the lane when she was standing at the other end.
Oh, good God.
So by the 6th
I
session,
don't doubt that.
So that was gone. So I have seen great results with this. And I truly feel that it's a good way to start working on changing how you are living, to live a stronger life.
Right. Absolutely. And your demo has been nothing short of fabulous proof of that.
Thanks so much. Now I'm looking forward to the demos that I do at the festival.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So,
Yes, everyone, Chetna is going to be there at the festival that's coming up on the 6th and 7th of August. So,
yes.
yeah, come down and meet her in person.
And there are 3 fabulous demos that are going to happen. So please come down. Please come down.
Absolutely.
Sit with me for 2 hours and go back with complete change in your life.
Fantastic.
We clear out everything.
Yeah. So once again, Chetna, thank you. Thank you. You know why we always want you back, and I know we're gonna be having you back as soon as possible.
Also, it's like I say, hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And as always, I can never tire of saying this. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Your support, encouragement, patience, participation. Without you, where are we? In spirit, once again, giving you beautiful people a standing ovation with deepest gratitude and respect. This is Neelu signing off for Team Mystic Lotus saying, we shall meet soon again. Good night.
Bye. Good night.